I really enjoyed the first Bad Guys. Thought it was just simple and fun entertainment at its absolute finest. Now that we are far from that, it was time for the true story to begin. What happens when you combine the already great set standards of the first movie with even higher levels in a sequel? You get one that is just somehow even better. The first movie scratched the surface, but this one takes it to even better heights that it was reaching. Reuniting all of your favorite animal characters with a new story and even more rougher animation, it's essentially DreamWorks' answer on how to make a superior sequel. It just makes you want to watch even more of it, given how much charm it constantly brings to the table. So, why do I think The Bad Guys 2 is better than its predecessor? What stronger standards did it set? And how will DreamWorks use these heights in another potential sequel? In today's movie review, I will be talking about The Bad Guys 2. How does it do better than its already amazing predecessor? Buckle up and let's get this show on the road. Starting off, the gorgeous animation from the first movie is somehow even better than before. Like its predecessor, it blends 2D with 3D effects very efficiently. It takes its animation techniques from before, and by using a bigger budget to help get more creativity alongside more time with attention to detail, it looks more polished as a result, with more bolder visuals, and the color palettes look way better as well, being more brighter and bolder. The action scenes get the best treatment from it here, hands down, because it happens so fast that you can tell the animators were having fun here, being very accelerating and extremely over the top, but very impressive, and every scene taking place in outer space is just a visual treat here. If you can point out a lot of its scenery, you will only feel the tension more of seeing our characters doing a heist in space. It's really impressive how low budget movies like this can have animation that looks better than the majority of the bigger budget ones nowadays. Up next, the story is actually even more interesting and a lot more packed, whilst also avoiding doing predictable things that a heist movie would do. If the first movie did a very good job on not reminding us about the story and enjoying the guilty pleasure of its amazing character chemistry and animation, this one does the same, but gives us a story that we actually want to enjoy and explore more. There's plenty of clever twists and turns when the story even hits its maximum point. Our favourite rapscallion team are back, doing an even bigger heist and also coming into collision with a team known as the Bad Girls, who are like them, only as an all-female cast instead. Who would have known? Being reminded of a strong story and also getting to enjoy the characters and charm even more is simply icing on the cake. I just really enjoy the way of how it manages to raise the stakes even higher for a heist, because that's what they usually are in reality. It perfectly fits for its direction. Like its predecessor, the characters are extremely likable, and in no way do they become unlikable since they got plenty of strong character development. The original cast also returned to voice their respective roles, and the addition of the Bad Girls was a pleasant surprise, challenging the current positions of our favourite title characters, ensuring its place as a film that everyone can enjoy. We all know that the bad guys became good guys at the end of the first movie, but for the character development to really shine here, they got to learn on what the term good actually means, helping earn their placement by giving us plenty of emotional depth and story arcs. It's also even more awesome to see Mr. Wolf and Diane having a stronger built relationship that can resonate with all viewers, and also their other group of rapscallions. It just keeps on giving. Like I said before, it doesn't matter who it is you like. All of your favourite characters get their moment in the spotlight. To help maintain its goofy yet engaging entertainment for its targeted viewers, the film manages to maintain a balanced tone that comes with many surprises. To start, the humour is even better, with lots of funny gags, with my favourite being Mr. Shark's panic mode, and even Mr. Piranha's jokes were really fun as well, being better than it was originally. It also has lots of good action sequences, being thrilling and entertaining, with the car chase sequences still being a highlight, alongside the climaxes being just so engaging as it really makes you wonder on what happens next. Also adding to its action, the heist sequences are just as enjoyable as well, since like I mentioned before, the stakes are even higher, so it enables for more engagement and not coming off as boring, with a lot going on and happening so fast and effective that you also would want to be part of it. It plays it very safe for a kids movie, with it mixing in clever elements that young, old and family audiences can enjoy. Finally, it has all but the greater themes of its predecessor and can easily relate to its viewers, but now on an even deeper level. Redemption and teamwork is still faced a lot, and there's also a hint of the consequences of past actions. Our favourite title characters are struggling to be good guys. It's, however, still very possible for criminals to be accepted even after all the trouble that they went through. It also shows that just because you're doing good deeds doesn't mean your past mistakes are erased. It's definitely hard to earn trust for those that have had a rough past. It just requires strong instincts that your public people can trust. Doing the right thing is always going to have its consequences, and it's not just about the friendships you make, but the endless amount of support you earn from it. And that's how simply this movie was able to live up to its predecessor's previous focus on its themes. Like I mentioned before, the character development definitely works in its favours, even if the cast is crowded with characters. The Bad Guys 2 is what you can call a sequel done right. It continues to show DreamWorks' constant winning streak once more. It has everything for its targeted audiences, with all the returning elements and some new twists and turns. All of your favourite characters are also just as likeable as ever. The animation still dazzles with its attention to detail, the humour is even better with more running gags, the tone is all intact to help make it stand out amongst its genre, the action is spectacular with awesome heist sequences, and the music is great too. DreamWorks is definitely cooking real hard right now. They have been on a roll with these movies recently, and this is one of them. In fact, this was one of my most anticipated movies of 2025 because I already enjoyed the first movie, so I thought I was going to like this even more with a more advanced vision. And I did. Definitely watch this if you are a massive fan of the first Bad Guys, because it's definitely good and nowhere near bad. The Bad Guys 2 is a superior sequel that will keep your eyes on the screen for until it finally catches up to you. Just as criminally fun as its already gorgeously paced predecessor, The Bad Guys 2 turns up the volume for everyone's favourite rapscallion team and offers an action-packed, fascinating heist story for the whole family. My final score for this comedic heist sequel is a 10 out of 10 and a grade S. It's rare for a sequel to be better than its predecessor, but DreamWorks have just went and did it again. Seriously, I love these types of movies. They are just so much fun. I really hope we get more of these because it could spawn one of the best franchises DreamWorks have given us, like How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda, and Shrek. Here's to hoping that the future is even more bright for our beloved rapscallion criminals. But with that being said, leave a like on this video if you guys did enjoy my review on The Bad Guys 2, and also remember to subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell icon to see more content on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Take care of yourselves.